In 6 months, most of the men in this camp will be gone, dead, broke, or broken. But you don't know that yet. The year is 1849. You're standing in a California mining camp in the Sierra Nevada foothills. You sold everything you owned in Missouri to get here. Your wife begged you to stay. You came anyway. Because everyone knows California has gold, easy gold, nuggets the size of chicken eggs just lying in rivers. That was the story, the newspapers, the letters from early miners. Come to California, get rich. You've been here 3 months. You haven't found enough gold to cover your supply costs. Your hands are cracked and bleeding from 12-hour days in freezing river water. Your back screams every time you bend over the rocker cradle. You sleep in a leaking canvas tent with 5 other men. You eat rancid salt pork and hard bread. This is the California gold rush, not the legend, the reality. Around you, 500 men crowd this muddy valley, tents everywhere. The smell is overwhelming. Wood smoke, unwashed bodies, human waste, livestock. Disease spreads fast. Dysentery, typhoid, cholera. 3 men died yesterday. You helped bury them. Shallow graves, no markers. The promise was fortunes for anyone willing to work. What you found was backbreaking labor for pennies while merchants grow rich selling you overpriced shovels. You wake before dawn. Your bedroll is damp from mountain mist. Your stomach growls. You skipped dinner because flour costs $8 per pound and you're nearly broke. The man next to you coughs blood. You've stopped caring. Outside, the camp stirs, men shuffling toward the American River. Another day of brutal labor for a few flakes of gold dust. Maybe. The merchants are already awake. Samuel Brannan, the man who sparked this rush by running through San Francisco shouting, "Gold from the American River," owns the general store. He makes thousands daily selling shovels and pans. You made $3 yesterday. You grab your shovel and head to the river. Time to chase the promise for another day. The American River is freezing. Snowmelt from the Sierra Nevada. Your feet go numb within minutes, but you wade in anyway. You're using a rocker cradle, a wooden box on curved runners. Shovel gravel into it, pour water through, rock it back and forth. The lighter material washes away. The heavier gold, if there is any, sinks to the bottom. In theory. In practice, you spend 12 hours bent over this contraption, shoveling ton after ton of gravel. For what? A few flakes of gold dust. Maybe a small nugget if you're incredibly lucky. Most days, almost nothing. The water numbs your hands within minutes. When you pull them out, they're blue, cracked. The cuts don't heal because you're back tomorrow. Your partner works the long tom, a longer sluice box. He shovels gravel. You pour water. The gravel slides down the slanted trough. Gold catches in the riffles, supposedly. By noon, your spine protests every movement. You straighten up and something pops. Pain shoots down your leg. Everyone here carries injuries. Herniated discs, torn muscles, broken bones that healed wrong because there's no doctor. The early arrivals in 1848 took the easy deposits. By 1849, you're working marginal claims, processing tons of material for ounces of gold. You weigh your dust at sunset. $7 worth. A good day. Except flour costs $8 per pound. Coffee is $5. A pickaxe is $50. Eggs are $10 each. Boots, which you desperately need, cost $100. You can't mine enough to cover expenses, so you go into debt to the merchants. They extend credit willingly. They know you're trapped. You can't leave. You owe them. You can't pay them. You don't mine enough. Your hands shake as you pour the dust into your pouch. $7. Gone tomorrow on food, and you'll be back in the river the day after. The sun sets behind the mountains. Time to stumble back to camp, eat your salt pork, collapse into your damp bedroll. Tomorrow the same. The camp is a maze of canvas. 500 tents crammed into a valley, mud streets, no sanitation, no privacy. The smell hits you first. Wood smoke from cooking fires. Unwashed bodies, nobody's bathed in weeks. Human waste from open ditches, livestock tied between tents, rotting garbage. Your nose adjusted weeks ago, but new arrivals vomit. Sound is constant. Coughing. Half the camp has tuberculosis or pneumonia. Arguments over claim boundaries, gambling, gunshots. Sometimes target practice, sometimes disputes, sometimes just drunk men being reckless. Your tent houses 6 men, canvas stretched over wooden poles, dirt floor. Your bedroll touches your neighbors. When one man gets sick, everyone gets sick. The population is remarkably diverse. You hear a dozen languages. Chinese miners, thousands came in 1849. Work claims Americans abandoned. They're organized, efficient, resented. Mexican vaqueros from Sonora brought mining expertise from silver mines. They know their craft. Americans resent them too. This is our gold, our country. Even though California was Mexico until last year, Europeans, Germans, French, Italians, Irish fleeing the potato famine, everyone seeking fortune. The ethnic tensions simmer. Some camps pass rules. No Chinese, no Mexicans, Americans only. Enforcement is violent. You've seen men beaten, driven from their claims. At night, the camp transforms. Fires burn, men drink, arguments turn to fights, knives come out. You sleep with one eye open. Your gold dust pouch is hidden in your boot. Last week, thieves hit the tent next to yours. The thief was caught. 50 lashes at the miners' court. You watched. Everyone watched. The merchants sleep soundly in wooden structures with doors that lock. They don't worry about theft. They have everything. You have nothing worth stealing except $7 of gold dust. Disease is the real killer. Cholera swept through last month, 30 dead in 3 days. The graves are just outside camp, shallow, unmarked. Coyotes dig them up at night. Nobody talks about leaving. That's admitting failure. So everyone pretends tomorrow will be different. The merchant's bell rings. The general store is open. Time to buy overpriced supplies. The general store is where fortunes are really made, not in the river. Here, the prices are posted. You read them every day. They never change. Flour, $8 per pound. Back in Missouri, 40 cents. Coffee, $5 per pound. Back home, 20 cents. Sugar, $4 per pound. Salt pork, $2 per pound, and it's rancid. You eat it anyway. Eggs, $10 each. When available, a pickaxe, $50, a shovel, $36, boots, $100, a wool blanket, $40. Your daily gold take, on a good day, is $5 to $7. Your daily expenses just for food, $10 to $15. Every day, you're poorer than yesterday. The merchant, a Boston man who arrived 6 months ago with a shipload of goods, is thriving. He didn't bring a shovel, he brought shovels to sell. Samuel Brannan started this rush. He owned the only store between San Francisco and the mining camps. When he heard about gold, he bought every pickaxe and pan he could find. Then he ran through San Francisco shouting, "Gold from the American River." The rush began. Brannan makes thousands per day. You make $5, if you're lucky. Levi Strauss isn't mining either. He's selling canvas pants to miners, reinforced with copper rivets because regular pants last a week. His jeans cost $6. You buy them because you have no choice. The pattern is clear now. The people selling to miners get rich. Most miners go broke. This wasn't the last time desperate men chased a boom while others profited from the chase. And before this story ends, you'll see why the same pattern returned again and again across American history. You stand in the general store, counting your gold dust, calculating. Can you afford flour, coffee, or just salt pork again? The merchant waits, patient. He knows you'll buy, you have to eat, you hand over your gold dust. 5 days of labor in freezing water. Gone in 5 minutes buying supplies that would cost $2 back east but cost $25 here. The merchant weighs it, pours it into his safe. The safe is full. Gold dust from hundreds of miners. Anything else? He asks. You need boots? Yours are falling apart, but boots cost $100. No, you say. That's all. He marks your account. You owe him $47 already. Credit, debt, the trap tightens. Outside, a new arrival asks, "Is it true? Is there really gold everywhere?" You look at him. This man who sold everything, who traveled thousands of miles, who believes, yeah, you lie. Gold everywhere. Good luck. Why crush his hope? He'll learn soon enough. Evening. The saloon tent fills with men trying to forget their failures. Canvas stretched over wooden frames, dirt floor covered with sawdust, candles and oil lamps flicker, tables for gambling, a makeshift bar serving rot-gut whiskey. The whiskey is terrible, watered down, doesn't matter. It's $2 per glass and men drink it desperately. It's the only escape from reality. You sit at the faro table, simple game. Bet on which cards get drawn. The dealer controls everything. The house always wins. Everyone knows this. Men play anyway. The man beside you just lost a week's worth of gold dust. 14 days in freezing water, gone in 20 minutes. He stares at the table, tears running down his dirty face. Nobody comments. You've all cried here. At another table, poker. One man accuses another of cheating. Voices rising, hands moving toward knives. Take it outside. They do. You hear the scuffle, a scream, silence. One man returns, blood on his sleeve. He sits back down. Deal me in. Nobody asks about the other man. Tomorrow, someone will drag the body to the burial area. The whiskey flows. Men get louder, more reckless. One miner talks to himself, rambling about his wife back east, how he promised to return rich, how he can't go back broke. Suicide is common. Men walk into the forest and don't return, or put pistols to their heads. Depression is epidemic. A fight erupts at the bar. Two men, fists fly, chairs break, blood spatters. The crowd forms a circle, watches, entertainment. The fight ends. Both men bloody. They shake hands, buy each other drinks. You order another whiskey, $2, your last $2. Tomorrow, you'll mine with a hangover. The cycle continues. A man writes a letter, to his wife maybe, explaining why he hasn't sent money, promising it'll be different soon. The candles burn lower, men drift out, back to their damp bedrolls. Another day survived. You stumble outside, the night air is cold, you can see your tent 50 yards away. Tomorrow, claim jumpers are coming. Everyone knows. You should care, you should prepare, but you're too tired, too drunk, too broken. Morning. The camp wakes to shouting. Claim jumper! Caught him! A crowd gathers. You join. This is entertainment and warning combined. There is no law here, no sheriff, no courts, no jail. California is barely American. Statehood won't come until next year. The government is hundreds of miles away. You're on your own. So miners create their own justice. Miners' courts, rough, brutal, efficient. The accused, a man in his 40s, is dragged to the center of camp, caught working someone else's claim at night. Claim jumping, the ultimate crime. A judge is elected, just another miner, no legal training. A jury of 12 men. The trial begins. It lasts 15 minutes. The accuser presents evidence. I saw him on my claim at midnight, digging. He had gold dust in his pocket. The accused defends himself. I was passing through. The gold is mine from my claim. Nobody believes him. His claim is played out. Everyone knows it. Obvious. The jury deliberates. 5 minutes. Guilty. The sentence is debated. Options: hanging, whipping, banishment. Hanging is common, quick, final. Whipping is brutal. 50 lashes. Many men don't survive. Banishment is effectively a death sentence, turned out with nothing. No supplies, no weapons, the wilderness takes them. The crowd votes. Whipping, 50 lashes. The accused is tied to a post, shirt removed. A volunteer with a leather strap steps forward. The whipping begins. You watch, everyone watches. That's the point. Witness the punishment, remember it. The strap cuts flesh. The man screams. Blood runs down his back. The counter calls out. 10, 15, 20, 40, 45, 50. He's cut down, unconscious, blood pooling. Someone throws water on him. He wakes, gasping. Get out, the judge says. You're banished. If you're here by nightfall, we'll hang you. He's dragged to the edge of camp, bloody, broken. He staggers toward the forest. You never see him again. The crowd disperses. Justice served, order maintained, back to work. This is frontier justice, no courts, no appeals, just mob rule, and it's accepted. Because without it, chaos reigns. That night, claim jumpers attack anyway. 3 men try to take a rich claim by force. The claim owners fight back. Guns fire. 2 claim jumpers are dead. The third runs. His body is found the next morning, hanged from a tree. A sign around his neck. Claim jumper. You pass the body on your way to the river. It hangs there for 3 days. A warning. You wade into the freezing river. Another day. Another few flakes of gold. 6 months later. Winter has come to the Sierra Nevada. The camp is half empty. Most of the miners from last summer are gone. Dead, broken. They gave up and left, headed to San Francisco with nothing, or back east if they could afford passage, or into the ground, unmarked graves in the forest. You're still here, still poor, still hoping. The camp has changed. The early optimism is gone, replaced by grim determination. The river is colder now. Ice forms at the edges. Your gold yield has dropped. Winter gravel is harder. You make $2 per day now, if you're lucky. The merchants are still here, still profitable, still smiling. Samuel Brannan made over $1 million. Levi Strauss's jeans business is booming. Every miner needs pants. The pattern is clear. Of the hundreds of thousands who came to California during the gold rush, the vast majority failed to strike it rich. Many lost everything. Many lost their lives. The environmental destruction is staggering. Hydraulic mining will destroy entire mountains. Rivers will run brown with sediment for decades. Mercury used to extract gold will poison waterways. The landscape will carry scars permanently. The human cost is harder to measure. Tens of thousands died during the gold rush era. Disease, violence, accidents, starvation, exposure. Your wife back in Missouri? You haven't written in months, so you write nothing, and she assumes the worst. Native American communities suffered catastrophically. Their lands invaded, their resources stolen, their populations decimated by disease and violence. The promise of opportunity became exploitation, a merchant's invention to sell shovels, a newspaper's exaggeration, a myth that destroyed lives. But the myth survives. In 2025, California Gold Country is a tourist destination. Old mining towns preserved, museums celebrating the rush, gift shops selling fool's gold and replica pans, the suffering sanitized. Levi Strauss & Co. is worth billions, founded on jeans sold to broke miners. The environmental scars remain: mercury in the rivers, sediment in the bays, destroyed mountainsides. The land remembers. You stand in the freezing river. January 1850. Another day of labor, another few flakes of gold. A new miner arrives in camp, fresh from the east, eyes bright with hope. Is it true? Gold everywhere? You look at him. This fool, this dreamer, this version of yourself 6 months ago. Yeah, you say. Gold everywhere. You'll be rich by spring. Why tell him the truth? He won't believe it. Nobody believes it until they live it. He smiles, grateful, hopeful, doomed. You return to your rocker cradle. Another day, another delusion, the California gold rush, where fortunes were made by merchants, where dreams died in freezing rivers. Where the myth lives on, because America loves a good story, even when it's built on broken bodies. In our next journey, we'll witness another American resource boom, the 1901 Spindletop oil gusher in Texas, where overnight millionaires drowned in crude while most drillers went bankrupt chasing black gold.